Jonah came to Ash Hollow quietly. No grand announcement, no revival posters. He arrived in early autumn, when the trees were already shedding what they no longer needed. He was a tall man with calm eyes and a voice that never rushed. When he spoke, it felt like he was choosing each word not for sound, but for weight. His sermons were not fiery. They were intimate. He spoke as if God were not a distant authority but a presence standing just behind the congregation, listening closely. Faith, Jonah said one Sunday, hands resting lightly on the pulpit, is not about what you believe. It's about what you are willing to give. People felt that sentence settle inside them. Attendance grew fast. Not just locals, travelers began stopping, then staying. Jonah remembered everyone's name after meeting them once. He asked questions that felt insightful rather than invasive. He had a way of making people feel as though their pain had meaning, as though their suffering was not random but carefully observed. The first death shocked the town, but it did not fracture it. Miriam Locke had been devoted. She never missed a service, volunteered for everything, stayed late after evening prayers. When she was found drowned in the old baptismal well behind the church, the sheriff called it a tragic accident. Jonah stood at her funeral, eyes wet, voice steady. Miriam, he said, understood devotion. Some souls burn so brightly they are not meant to linger. People cried. People nodded. No one questioned why attendance swelled the following week, or why grief felt strangely mixed with gratitude. Jonah began introducing what he called acts of offering. Night vigils. Silent prayers held in the basement beneath the church, where the air was cool and the windows sealed tight. He taught them that silence stripped away ego, that exhaustion opened the soul. Members began confessing things they had never said aloud. Jonah listened without judgment, only guidance. Release it, he would say. What you cling to will only weigh you down when you are called. The second death was Elias Turner, found in the woods behind the church, seated against a tree as if resting after a long walk. Heart failure, they said. He had been at a private counseling session with Jonah the night before. Jonah wept openly during the service. Elias finished his offering, he told them. Not everyone is chosen to go so peacefully. After that, people stopped using the word death in the church. They said completion. They said crossing. The church grew faster than the town could account for.